Hello guys, this is Dr. Palaniappan Manickam. In this video, we're going to talk about how sleep is actually helping you to lose weight. When I said this to my friend Thirunagar, he was like, out of every other approach that you have said, this is the best approach. Now you are talking, I can even sleep after sunrise to sunset. Let me know, what do I do? Sleep is a very simple thing that we are underestimating how useful it is to help us lose weight. Let's dive deep into it. So we are going to talk about 12 different tips to make you sleep better so you can lose weight faster. And I'm also going to tell you what I do. It is easy for me to say just do this, do that, but I'm going to tell you some practical tips of how I do this. You can follow if you're interested. The first thing that we should do is to stop all the blue light. We only know about yellow light and white light. This blue light comes from all the devices, electronic devices like TVs, laptops, monitors, phone, all these are emitting this blue light wavelength radiation. What this does is, this blue light goes deep into your eyes, stimulate your receptors in the back of the retina and creates an atmosphere that is telling your body that it is wide awake. But you are doing the exact opposite of making the body to go to sleep. Your body is completely confused. Your body is like, abdiye shock aita. So it is absolutely important to stop all the blue lights at least 1 hour before you go to bed. So trust me, it is very easy to say, but it is very difficult to follow. So what I do is I create a reminder on my phone around like 9 p.m. if my bedtime is around 10 p.m. 1 hour before. I was into this so much that I turned off the read receipts in WhatsApp so nobody can see the blue tick mark. So I have done a detailed video on this before. The video is in the description explaining about the harmful effects of blue light and sleep. I'll be lying to you if I say that it was very easy. It was very tough. For the first week, I had so much anxiety. I went into withdrawals and tremors almost as if I was in alcohol withdrawal. I call this as a phone withdrawal symptoms. And people working in night shift, please take this seriously. The blue light is affecting your sleep and it is in turn affecting your whole body. So please try to use blue light filter glasses that is available all over the world. One of our fans from Australia has a company called BLUblox who is specializing in these blue light filter glasses. It looks like this. It has an orange tint in it so that, it decreases the blue light significantly. Please watch my previous video as well. There are some other tips how to decrease the exposure of this blue light. If you are interested in these glasses, you could check the link in the description. They have given you a 20% off if you are interested. I use blue light filter glasses all the time. I have a prescription blue light filter glasses. But if you don't need a prescription, it is a simple purchase. So number 2, please try to go to bed at the same time every day, including weekends. For example, if my bedtime is around 10 p.m., I try to wind down slowly at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. plus or minus 15 minutes would be the bedtime, regardless of whether it is a weekday or a weekend. So that's why I don't watch any IPL matches except for RCB because I know that it will be done before 10 p.m. So similar to the same bedtime, you have to develop a similar bedtime rituals. For example, in my case, once you wind down at 9 p.m., research says that reading a book or taking a deep breath and doing breathing exercise for 15 minutes help you promote sleep. My friend Thirunagar is trying to follow this ritual by taking a deep breath just before going to bed. He took the breath so deep that the kurma smell from kitchen spoiled his sleep and also spoiled his overnight fasting. So practically speaking, what I do is once I wind down at 9 p.m., I start brushing my teeth, brush the teeth of my kids, read books to them, turn the lights off with a night lamp on, and then I sleep before my kids go to sleep. My older son Arjun keeps asking me, hey, Appa, what happened with Ravana? Why does he have 10 heads? I said, one head is not enough to bang on the wall when the kids are disturbing his sleep. And the third point is use your bed mainly for sleep. Don't work on your phone. Don't work on your laptop. Don't watch movies from your bed. And especially don't eat on your bed. For those of you who are working from home and you're so used to watching Netflix and Amazon Prime on the bed, Go to your office, put a bed in your office bay and sleep, and don't do anything else like work. And number 4 is things to avoid. The most important thing is caffeine. No coffee after 3 p.m. The half-life of caffeine in the body is close to 6 hours. So after 6 hours, 50% of the effects of caffeine is still inside the body, stimulating your system. So no coffee or caffeine after 3 p.m. Milk is okay. Tea is preferably avoided, but strictly no alcohol. See, all I am saying is we should do some practical sacrifices which doesn't take that much amount of effort. For example, for me, I grew up drinking coffee right at 6 p.m. especially dipping milk bikkies biscuit in it. It is next to heaven. But I'm pretty sure even in heaven, coffee and tea is being served only in the morning and not in the evening. It was very difficult for me initially for the first few weeks. Paale khaki colorla copy mari dhaan therinjichu. So the 5th point is, what can you eat to make you sleep better? Tryptophan. Tryptophan is a chemical that is being released after eating certain amounts of food, and that will promote sleep by increasing the melatonin secretion. Foods rich in tryptophan include a whole glass of milk and nuts, mainly almonds and pistachios. But the problem is our mom. We will sleep nicely after eating tryptophan rich foods, but our mom will be like, பாவம் ஒண்ணுமே சாப்பிடல, காஃபி கூட குடிக்கல, பாலா போன இந்த டாக்டர் பால் சேனலை பார்த்துட்டு பால் கூட குடிக்காம தூங்கிட்டான் தம்பி. So what do? Is I drink a whole glass of milk around 6 to 7 p.m. just right at the time of dinner, and also take some nuts like pistachios, cashews also, and sometimes almonds. The 6th important point is dinner should be at least 3 hours before going to sleep, and that re-emphasizes the concept of eating at sunset. So let's say you go to sleep at 10 p.m. You should have your dinner around 7 p.m. It is absolutely important because it takes at least 3 hours to digest the food, at least 50%. For example, if you eat the food around 9 p.m. and go to bed at 10 p.m., the food doesn't get digested completely. It stays inside the stomach, which makes your hormones active overnight, and all your hormones will be very sluggish. My friend Saravana Kumar is like, just because of this reason, I'm going to eat chicken biryani around 10 p.m. so that all the chicken biryani will be in my tummy as long as possible so that I can make the maximum advantage. He is also encouraging me to eat more at night. He's saying if you put one sweet bida, everything will digest properly. The 7th point is the room temperature where you sleep. Research have shown that if the temperature is low, if you make your room cooler around 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit, the sleep is better. But when the weather is close to 35 degrees Celsius outside and close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit here in Sacramento, if you decrease your temperature to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius, if you see your electricity bill next month, you will never get sleep again. So there are a few tricks that you could do to lower your room temperature. Please open your windows as soon as the outside temperature cools down. And number 2, please use a ceiling fan or a tower fan. And the trick is you could use ice or a cold water just in front of the fan so that it can blow cold air around the room. The simple trick that has worked for me is to take contrasting showers. Research have shown that if you take 1 minute of hot shower followed by 1 minute of cold shower, that decreases your body temperature, promoting sleep throughout the night. Kadavul paadi mirigam paadi kalandu seida kalavai naan. My friend Saravana Kumar is like, "Hey, I cannot take bath, I use only perfume." Then the perfume that will work for you is chloroform. The 8th tip is exercise, some kind of exercise. Even walking is considered to be promoting sleep at night. One of my patients is asking me, "Hi Dr. Pal, I walk during sleep. Will that be considered as an exercise?" Day, you are not a China product with 2-in-1 multi-purpose. Either you walk or you sleep. And the 9th tip is very important for married people because you should not have any stressful conversation in the last 1 hour while you are winding down, because any kind of stress increases the cortisol secretion. Cortisol increases your adrenaline hormones, which will make you alert and will not make you sleep. And this is the main reason that my wife doesn't talk to me for the last 1 hour before she goes to bed, and I don't talk to her at all for the whole day. We only talk in Insta Reels. And the 10th tip is actually a request that do not take any sleeping medications until you check all these boxes off. Taking a sleeping pill is not a good thing to do, and I can guarantee you that if you can focus on these steps, you will not need any sleeping pill at all. My friend Saravana Kumar is asking, how about reading a book? I said it is absolutely good. He reads Varamalar, Kumudam, Kungumam, and he is confused about மூன்றெழுத்து நடிகருக்கும் ஏழெழுத்து நடிகைக்கும் காதலா, and he is like, let me ask Pal and find out. And the 11th tip is, do not have any light in the room. Shut down all the lights. A simple tip is to switch from your regular bulbs to LED bulbs because it doesn't emanate that much amount of heat, and you need to make sure that the light is almost zero in your room. So you could use a sleeping mask. The BLUblox company has a very good sleeping mask like this. You can use it during your travel because this is the most important time that this mask is very helpful, so that you can have good sleep even during travel. I have seen people using their COVID-19 mask from sunrise to sunset for their nose and mouth, and then use the same mask to cover their eyes from sunset to sunrise. Don't do that. And the last tip is, let's say you do all these things and you still don't find good quality sleep. You have to maintain a sleep diary. When do you wake up? When do you go to bed? And what are the problems that you are facing? So when I got married, I used to write a diary. My wife thought that I'm writing New York Nagaram urangum neram tanimai adaindadu. When she opened the diary, all she saw was total calorie 1800 per day and protein content is 150 grams. I seriously think that blue light filter glasses is a must for night shift workers. So please consider purchasing blue light filter glasses if you are working overnight, and there is a link below in the description as well if you want to make use of the 20% discount. Anyways, all donations are going to Aishwaryam Trust. If you think that you got anything out of this video, you can make a change in a patient's life by donating. Please check that link as well in the description. And our Aishwaryam Trust family is growing to an extra 50 patients, and they are doing great with all your support. I will keep you posted. You don't need any fancy methods. You don't have to follow all this keto diet, polio diet, paleo diet, nothing. Just stick to the basics, follow your hormones, follow your physiology. You will do great. Please write down in the comment section what time you go to sleep, how many hours do you sleep per day, and do you think all these tips will be useful? If so, which one is the most useful tip that you are going to change in your lifestyle? Remember, one belly at a time. It is absolutely important. I'll see you in the next video.